Okay, we're outside the Russian embassy now. It's all barred off. There's a couple of cops. There are no tomatoes or eggs
or anything on the...
I'm here with Jason Honea, and it's Radio On production, and this is the big march to support Ukraine, kind of peace march,
right.
I'd like to say.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but over here is going to be the new Polish embassy. This construction site over here.
Directly opposite.
Mm-hmm, directly opposite. Yeah, the Polish embassy across from the Russian embassy. But yeah, absolutely right. There are no eggs and tomatoes on the wall. Everyone just sort of like casts a glance over the shoulder as they walk by.
There's hundreds of people walking by now.
Hundreds of people walking by. Scads. I came down here on Thursday, which I guess would have been the morning of the invasion. That was when the first Russian troops started pouring in.
3 days? This is the fourth day, is that right?
But there were certainly Russian aircraft over Kiev, helicopters coming in. Regardless, I came down here. There were a few people on the street, and there were maybe 15, 20 people standing here in front of the Russian embassy. But everyone just sort of looking at it and chanting things once in a while, but not really, overtly provoking. Why should anyone overtly provoke? I can understand rage and anger. But at that point in time, I guess we only could have imagined what eventually would happen, what we're seeing on TV or what we're seeing on on our computer screens today. Here's a sign: so fed up with old, tiny, dick, power-hungry, disturbed leaders.
Indeed. I mean, there's lots of signs here. End this war now. Stop lying. Russian people will hate you for this too.
Another sign said, "Why can't we fast forward to the point where you shoot yourself in a bunker?"
Okay. And lots of Ukrainian flags, the blue and yellow Ukrainian flags, marching past. So we will let you know and see what happens as we go. Yeah. So there's lots of police.
Verbrecher kommt raus.
Lots of police around at the moment, but not as many as I would have thought of. Something fuck Putin. People are saying their own thing.
American general the other day was saying, man, their Achilles heel, Putin's Achilles heel, are the oppressed Ukrainian peoples they're not just going to roll over, they're not just going to sit in their homes and let him, take over the country and basically diminish everything that they've been, working for these last, God knows how many years. They're not going to. It's not going to happen. Yeah. Okay. There are family relationships between both the countries, and that'll certainly play a factor in this as well too. But I think lots of people aren't just going to roll over, and by the fact that men in their daddy clothes, in their Dockers and Deerstalkers and Nike New Balance jogging shoes are lining up to get AKs on the street, to defend and making Molotovs at home, is a clear indication that there's a significant number of Ukrainian people who don't want to forfeit everything and be kicked in the teeth by this guy, And then let's also ask ourselves too, when they do finally, I say when they do, that's not wishful thinking on my part, but if they do, or when they do finally take over the country, how they're going to start going after individuals, the terror that's going to follow. Ooh.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, they want Zelensky, don't they? So
right, and they've targeted his family, his wife, and that little boy.
Okay, let's move on. We're now at Brandenburg Gate. It's the 27th of February, 2022. Time traveling our way through the world here. And as we see, there's stop war posters, AWO, Aktion, Deutschland, Hilf, Ukraine touch this.
That's it. You can't touch that.
That's a good one.
What was his name? The guy with the glasses.
Dun, 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 dun.
DJ, MC Hammer.
Stop Putin's war, stop blood. I can't read it upside down. She's got the sign upside down. No, she's got it the right way up. Stop bombing Ukraine. Yep. Pictures of Putin as Adolf Hitler. It says, Putler will pay. And many, many families here, many children. Sunday afternoon. Stop Putin's terror. Shelter our sky. More pictures of Putin as the Joker. Get out, old man. Handmade signs. Lots of them here. Stop den Krieg gegen die Ukraine. No more wars. Defund, unarm, unlearn. Put out. That's a good one.
The kid drawings underneath is cute.
And yeah, many, as I say, many families here at the Brandenburg Gate. How many people do you think are here at the moment, Jason?
I have no way of telling. I mean, we can still flap our wings a little bit, right?
And get an overview. Yeah, interesting. I don't see any helicopters. Well, do see cops high up on the Hotel Adlon here, looking over, see what's going on, and the TV tower, the Turmfernsehen, is disappearing.
Looking around all over the place.
Yeah, disappearing into the
I sometimes
clouds.
wonder which balcony it was that Jackson basically suspended his.
Michael. Was this the balcony where Michael Jackson suspended his child?
Right, to his adoring, admiring audience below.
What did they know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I always wonder every time I walk by which one it was.
Memories. So here we are at the Brandenburg Gate once again, and I'm here with Lady Gaby and
Melissa.
Melissa
Holroyd.
well.
That's who you're with.
There you go. That's a shout out to everyone out there. I can't say why are you here, because we all know. But what can you say? What can you say?
Well, I was here on Wednesday actually to support a Ukrainian friend of mine who actually came to Berlin 2 days before the war started, and I was just so impressed by all the stories, and I really want to see peace. It's really horrible the way this attack upon the Ukrainian people has happened, but it was so impressive on Wednesday when I was here. There were so many speeches with people from Georgia, from Belarus, Ukraine, Russian people, all kind of asking Putin and all telling their stories, sharing their stories. And I mean, it's very close to Romania where I was born, so it's kind of next door. My parents are there, and it's affecting all of us, all the whole world, this invasion of the Ukrainian people. And I've been watching the news ever since, and it's amazing how fast it's gone, how fast it's all this happened, and what's going to be next. I mean, Georgia was already invaded, Belarus is under his belt already, and Ukraine soon. I mean, it's not that he's just interested in the East Ukraine and the Crimea. He actually wants to bulldoze over the government that's in Ukraine now. So he's going to be coming our way soon, maybe. I don't know. Like peace in Europe, it's like, I don't know, is there going to be such a thing?
Good question.
I'm here to support it.
And Melissa, you're here as well.
Yeah, I'm here just for peace, really, just to make a stand for peace and for the Ukrainian people and for all the Russian people who want peace, and for everybody else who just doesn't want to see a war and doesn't want to see things escalate and hopes, that this can all just not get worse. Hopes that that Putin will take a step back, and but yeah, who knows what will happen.
Yeah, indeed. So we're moving on through the crowd now, and we can see lots of. Thank you very much, Melissa and Gaby. We will get back to you as well.
My friend Yulia, she's actually from Russia, so she's here to support the Ukrainian people. Maybe you'd like to say a few words for Radio 1?
It's Radio 1 Berlin.
Yeah, I come from Russia and I've been living here for quite a while, and it's just kind of like we woke up a couple of days ago in a completely new world and with being completely like citizens of a totally different country, not the country that we come from, and we don't recognize our government anymore. We don't know what it's all about. Like, it's a bizarre idea to go somewhere else and think that people are waiting for you, for your tanks to be sort of freed, and I don't know what's happening. We're devastated. Like, we don't know how to stop it. Like, it has to be stopped.
Thank you very much. Important to be here, I think. Yeah, to show a stand.
Putin and his aggression, and just set an example that the whole world is watching, and he's not going to get away with this. And we all stand for innocent people. We don't want to see them killed, displaced, misplaced, and become refugees just because one man wants to take over half of Europe, or maybe the whole Europe. So yeah, let's stop him if we can, through peace and marches, and support the Ukrainian people.
Thank you, Gaby. I managed to find Rinus, but you've been down here 20 minutes. Your bicycle is being protected by the cops. Oh,
I thought that was the most safe place to put my bicycle. But then again, they wouldn't mind, I think, if somebody picks it up and just carries it away. But whoa, that's a lot of people. And I mean, I've seen, and I'm short.
you're not that short.
Yeah, I was average 40 years ago, but now people are 10 centimeters above my length. And I've seen demonstrations before because I do this tourist guide thing, and then it was always possible to come from that side to the other side.
By the Brandenburg Gate.
Yeah, so in front of the Reichstag there was always a way through to cut through the mass and then take the path at the side of the Straße der 17. Juni that we are facing right now. But even that little path that's going parallel, it's completely full. And I came from the north, which is direction Potsdamer Platz, and already there you saw the streams of people going in this direction. And the only time that I had this similar sensation, but then it was not people walking but buses arriving, when there was a grand anti-nuclear bomb demonstration, I think in 1981.
Whoa, that was a long time ago then.
And that was the same kind of mobilization of anger and concern, that people came from all over the country and went to The Hague. And I lived in London at that time, so I did the same demonstration also in London, where there was just the same kind of thing.
But it seems fairly peaceful here, doesn't it?
Of course it's peaceful, because these people, they are demonstrating against aggression.
Yeah, so it has to be peaceful, yeah, I guess.
How do you feel about this? This morning I woke up, I already went to bed with a very optimistic feeling.
Like what? What did you eat before bedtime?
Maybe a little bit because I read a lot of the tweets that are coming out of Kiev and Ukraine. They're all very proud of the president and of their army and of their population. But at the same time, I thought whoa, it looks like he's not going to win this war. And it looks that he is beating himself in the balls in more than one way, because he's uniting the European community. He is He's taking all the force from the extreme right movement, and I think it's like from when he's gone, everybody will be happy. He will have like a very big boost of economy.
Yeah, but won't there be a vacuum in the comedy sector? Because he was a comedian before he was president, wasn't he? President? Is he called the president? I don't know. What words they use? The leader? Talking about the head of Ukraine.
Oh, but he's still funny.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, I guess.
And I saw
Send
also footage
Molotov
that
cocktails.
he's a great dancer.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that yet.
He won the dance contest in 2006. Can you imagine him swirling over the dance floor, dressed up like Charlie Chaplin or some Cossack or Hussar or whatever you dress up like when you want to win a dance contest?
Well, I must admit, this conversation has gone in a direction I really didn't expect it to go in. But in any case...
You started about comedy.
Yeah, I did. It's my fault, I must admit. But what day is this then? This is day 4 or day 4 or day 3 of the invasion?
Well, it's very easy to remember because one of those heads, this talking heads of government of the Russia said, wars never start on a Wednesday.
Oh.
So this one started on Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So we are now, they're resisting like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And today there was also footage of these military trucks driving into Kharkov.
Yeah.
And then I think, okay, you're there with your trucks in Kharkov, what you going to do?
The cafes are not open, the bars and...
You stand here and you tell the people, hey, you're occupied, and they say, yeah, okay, well done.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And they don't care.
Yeah, but aren't people are underground, aren't they, in these...
Yeah, but if the armed people come,
bunkers.
Does this mean that you need another 10 or 100,000 to occupy really all the city? Because
it's a massive question, isn't it?
Because if you're there, these people rightfully gonna ask hey, who's gonna collect the garbage?
Yeah.
And who's gonna give me electricity and gas and whatever? And who's gonna take care of cleaning the sewers?
Exactly. It's not as simple as it seems, is it?
Streets. And I want to marry. Can you marry me or you? It's all very legal and normal questions that you have to ask your council when you're a citizen. So, and if you take over the city, you have to take care of these things. So there you stand with your truck on the street or in a square, and that's okay. No?
Yeah, I wonder if Herr Putin has thought about these questions, the detail of an invasion, occupation.
He's not concerned with details.
No, other people can do that kind of stuff.
His details start with $1 billion. That's a detail.
Big questions. Maybe we should write them all down and then send them to him. Look, but it does remind me, there's a picture here someone's holding up of Putin there, a rather bad picture. It's very sideways, his face is elongated, but it's got a red sort of moustache and it just says cunt on it. Yeah, and then another one's got a picture of Putin dressed in the gay flags, the colour of the gay flags, and says make love, not war. Yeah. Loads of other stuff all around. Waffen für die Ukraine. Controversial question. What about Germany today is talking about, sending weapons to Ukraine?
Good. More.
Rinus says more.
Yeah.
Big questions. Who's going to clean the streets? I saw this BBC film crew in Ukraine the other day. There was some clips, I'm sure it's widely on the internet. They were in Kiev and looking around and everything, and they came across what they thought was the Ukrainian army, and they were trying to do interviews, set up the cameras and everything, and then realized they were Russians that were with. They couldn't tell the difference between the Ukrainian and Russians. So they hung around for a bit. Well, they didn't actually. They hid behind as they were sniped, presumably by the Ukrainian or just locals, because I think everyone's got weapons now or has access to weapons. So they were hiding behind walls and things until they managed to get away. So yeah, who is who? How is it possible to know who is who?
Yeah, I don't know. and now it's also he's creating a kind of Spanish Civil War situation that people from abroad can come and join a kind of foreign legion.
Right. Foreign legion. Yeah. Zelensky was saying this.
So I think they all need stickers and labels, and the Russians, they've got a big Z on their cars. I don't know why.
Well, there were some very young Russian soldiers that have been captured that I saw a photograph of that Jason posted up actually, and as I say, really young, looking from a very poor neighbourhood or something, poor area, but they literally had red tape around them, red tape on the arms and some red sticky tape on their legs, and apparently that was to indicate they were from a munitions battalion or something
Really?
like that. Yeah. Red tape maybe delineates who you are.
Yeah, come here, put some tape around your arm.
Yeah. Now you're a 3-star general. We'll put some tape. That's like white tape. We'll put 3 white tapes around your shoulders.
There's more.
So yeah,
Coming. But
many people stop buying oil from Hitler. Stop war. Many self-made. Oh, of course, self-made signs that people have made. Stop war, stop Putin, help people in Ukraine. It says it all, really, I think. Help people in Ukraine. Although we do actually have some space around us, Rinus, which is pretty amazing.
that is because you're holding a microphone.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no one wants to come near.
That's how you get space.
Everyone's looking at me very suspiciously, like I'm about to jump on them. So let's move on.
Yeah, but where are we moving?
Nobody knows.
Now it's a little
Totally
bit.
lost Jason and Gaby. Melissa, where are they?
Wir sagen, wir sind solidarisch und sollen keine zurücklassen, dann meinen wir keine, dann meinen wir alle Menschen aus der Ukraine sollen sofort reingelassen, sollen sofort in Sicherheit ankommen. Das ist unsere Verpflichtung, verdammt nochmal.
So what was the thing about the sunflower seeds?
Yeah, you see some pictures and people older people talking to Russian soldiers, and they end their rant telling them that to put some sunflower seeds in their pocket.
Yeah, but why? What was that about?
Well, when you die, then you're fertile ground for the sunflower seed.
Oh, now I understand. Yeah. Okay, more signs here. Denazify your ass, you turd. Wow, that's great. Bomb civilian. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong part of the sign. Putin's to-do list. Bomb civilians, hospitals, kindergartens. Take Chernobyl hostage and threaten Europe. Create a man-made disaster by blowing up oil and gas. Lose everything and kill yourself. And that's aimed at Putin's to-do list. Protect civilians in Ukraine. And I mean, there's many signs. I could spend the whole day. Putla, hands off Ukraine.
Where will all these signs go? We see
They're all
them,
around us.
Next week and at the side of the street.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Throwing the signs away.
The signs will be back for the climate crisis thing. You know.
Oh yeah, they paint over for the next demonstration.
Or they're just left, as you say, on the street and become a climate crisis problem. It's a sign.
Уголовные дела. Тем не менее, эти люди продолжают выходить. На данный момент, после 3 дней, на территории всей России задержано больше 3000 человек. Я хочу сказать этим людям спасибо за то, что они выходят, за то, что они не боятся, за то, что они не могут просто сидеть молча и смотреть на происходящее. Я говорю им спасибо.
Will this end with throwing Molotov cocktails at the Russian embassy?
What, here? I don't think so, because we went past the... Oh, that looks like the guy from Queen over there. Look, shall I go and interview Brian May? He's wearing a mask, but that's definitely him. There's no question about it. Look, Brian May behind the statue here.
Yeah.
Look, the guy with the loads of grey hair.
He's
Look.
got hair like
Yeah. Could be him. I have to edit that bit out of the thing. What was the question again? Forgotten.
I don't know. If they would show,
Going past professional film crews here, and poor little radio on Berlin, just doing our thing. But of course, we have another perspective on things, don't we, Rinus?
we have another perspective.
We're not like other radio stations or other TV stations.
Talk to ourselves.
Nobody talks to us, no. Although, if I did stick a microphone in someone's face, oh look, there's a kind of phallus there holding up a sign. That's the most creative sign I've seen so far. I can't see what it says on the other side of the black dildo, but let's see. They're turning around as well. It's hard to see at the same time. Stop penetrating borders, it says. Brilliant. That's the best sign. That's the winner. Said. There you go. I think Rinus missed that one.
What?
Do you see the massive black cock?
The what?
With the sign.
What did I see?
Massive black dildo cock penis thing with a plastic.
So a dressed up missile.
It just says stop penetrating.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Solidarity with queers in Ukraine. That's another subject as well. Solidarity with the people of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Dear Ukraine, stay strong. Goodwill forever. Oh, prevail. Goodwill prevail with a heart.
I think this is it.
We're here. We're right in the centre, the epicentre of the demonstration. Brandenburg Gate with Rinus for Radio on Berlin. Thanks for joining us. The march for
I think
Ukraine.
this is a precaution that they put a fence in front of that war memorial, because that could be one of the things that could be hit and attacked.
What, Putin's going to send his planes over here?
Yeah, that the people, just to make a statement, go and attack the Russian war memorial.
Oh, I see. Oh, to protect the war memorial, yes.
Because it stops here.
Yeah. Okay, so we can't go any further, it appears. So here we are in front of the Reichstag, and more demonstrations going past, or more marches.
Maybe the listeners know that I'm also a tourist guide, and I take tourists on a ride around Berlin, the block buses, and I'm watching now one of the routes that I take, because you've got the Reichstag here, and at the right side you've got this white futuristic buildings built in the 90s, when in the 90s they were futuristic. So I follow that road, and then if you follow it, you see in this open field the Reichskanzlei, which looks like a big sofa, and then in front of us with a very nice green field where you could play endlessly football. At the other side, I always stand with my group of tourists and talk about the Reichstag. But I also was there when Zelensky, Ukrainian president,
thanks for adding that,
made one of his first visits outside to a befriended state of head, or head of state. And that was Merkel at the time. And I thought with my tourists that I thought maybe it's a nice thing to see, like this kind of reception with anthems being played and flags being hoisted. No, but if there's a thing like that going on, they've got a giant fence around it, so you stand at least 200-300 meters from the scene.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be a little bit silly to go back there with my bicycle tourists and stand there with the bicycles and watch until the moment would come. But there I missed something. But this visit was already announced, because you see something happening and you see a big escort of cars, police cars, and then a black car and a safety car and another safety car and another safety car and another police car. So that is always the moment that you start to guess from something is going on, but who is visiting? And then you see from the flag that it's Zelensky now. But this time there was one, how do you call this, a big escort, or how do you call this?
A convoy.
A convoy, yeah.
Yeah.
So this time it was the first convoy came, and I go on with my story, and then I had to stop because the second convoy came.
Ah.
Also, that with apparently yes or no the president in it, and I go on with my story about the Reichstag, and then the third convoy came. So he used 3 convoys so that nobody knew in which one he was.
Clever.
To arrive at the Bundestag, at the Reichskanzlei. But having missed that occasion...
Motorcade. The motorcade.
Motorcade?
Yeah, like convoy. Motorcade.
Maybe you're the Englishman.
Like JFK's motorcade.
Or you're Maltese now. But not going with my tourists to watch this reception, I also missed the historical occasion to see...
Turkey kaput.
Putin. Yeah, Putin kaput. Yeah, definitely. There's someone insisting on his sign on the radio.
Yeah.
Putin kaput.
But I missed on that occasion the fact that Merkel got her first shake attack. Because that was then.
Oh.
With Zelensky standing next to her and so striking her back. No, not striking her back, but just looking for own chairs. So, here we stand, we have to listen and
But you were so far away.
all these spasms were, no, I saw it later on in some
But maybe it was one of Zelensky's jokes, because he was a comedian.
made her
wasn't
laugh.
he? Yeah, she was just shaking her head off.
No,
laughing her head off.
I think
not shaking her head.
it's always boring to these people to stand there and see the flag and listen to the national anthem.
Yeah, but he's probably got
And
loads of
Zelensky-
jokes, isn't he?
Zelensky asked her in Russian, because she understands Russian, do you know the robot dance?
No way.
Yeah.
Well, then they both started doing their thing.
And she started to do the robot dance. From
To the sound of
some fuses are not working
Ich bin ein
correctly.
Roboter.
This is how I dance it in the DDR. So.
Du-dun, du-du-du-du. Actually, that's the model.
But the fuses were going like ping, 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 so she couldn't control. She acted as if she couldn't control her arms.
Cut. Okay, that was a former story of Rinus van Alebeek from
That happened here.
in this
So
spot.
On this very place, there is already a connection with Zelensky, as he was there to witness the robot dance performed by Merkel. Yeah.
Should we keep that in? Should we keep it in?
Yeah.
Good question.
Hot air balloon dies a little bit more. You can read die well.
Yeah, I've always noticed that Berlin has this tourist hot air balloon where people can go in and it says Die Welt, but for English people like myself, and I'm walking down towards a Mitte, I always see die.
Yeah.
Die. Yeah, that's not even part of this either, is it? This demonstration.
I have yellow espadrilles. And
Talking gardening now.
no, that's the thing that you put on your feet when you're in the house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
Okay,
the
house shoes.
Spanish house shoes.
Ah.
And yellow, and completely yellow with the Ukrainian flag. And I also drink water from seltzer. And this is blue, transparent blue.
Ah.
So if I put that in the sunlight with the bottle and under it one shoe, I've got the Ukrainian flag.
Wow.
You can do this at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Show-
Ukrainian flag tips from
Yeah.
Radio on Berlin.
Show
You heard
that
it here
you
first, folks.
stand with the people of Ukraine and build your own flag.
Yeah. Come together.
If you got white mice,
What?
you can find very good coloring for them.
Food colouring. Yeah,
No coloring for their hair.
yeah, exactly.
And
yeah.
with all the antioxidants and so really organic hair dye. And then you can paint one of your white mice blue and the other one yellow. And then you've got Ukrainian flag walking in.
Eating cheese
Yeah,
at the same time. Yeah.
eating cheese and
Blue cheese and yellow cheese.
is that
Blue cheese and
food?
cheddar.
Blue food.
I don't know, stuff
Blue
like
food
that.
is difficult, no?
Blue food, yeah.
Blue food is
Anyway, I think Zelensky's jokes with Angela Merkel were
Yeah.
probably funnier than our jokes
Of course.
back then.
But if you're a couple, then one could dye the hair yellow and the other one could dye the hair blue, and then
Endless.
you're walking Ukrainian flag.
Endless opportunities.
There's a lot of things that you can do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, to support
I might do
Ukraine.
this with my bicycle. That and the front wheel I will paint blue, and the back wheel I will paint yellow.
That's a good idea.
And then I'm riding the Ukrainian flag.
Perfect.
And you can do this at home.
Yep.
No?
Okay, so from Rinus and myself on this beautiful Sunday in
I
the
was
end
on
of February.
Dimitri and his friend Katja Zavaloka. And he had yellow shoes and she had blue shoes.
He's still going on. You can't stop him. Yeah. Till his batteries run out.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening to us. And keep supporting Ukraine in any way you can.
Yeah.
Even if it
doesn't mean that you have to buy at IKEA.
Yeah, it doesn't have to cost too much. You know, just have to get some white mice and some food colorants and do go from there.
But if you go to IKEA and take a selfie with IKEA in the background, you can Photoshop or you can blur the IKEA and then you're standing in front of a giant Ukrainian flag.
Yes. I'm going to press stop now.
There's so many ways to stand with Ukraine.
From Radio On, Sunday 27th, 2022, day number, well, from Wednesday to Sunday, that's when the war has officially begun in Ukraine. We wish the best and whatever we can do in our little radio way to stop the war in Ukraine.
There will be a happy world hereafter.
Afterwards.
Yeah.